Imperial business. Be on your way.
Citizen, I'm warning. Your presence is interfering with Imperial business. Be gone!
I'll tear you to pieces.
We'll destroy you. I'll kill you if I have to.
Good enough.
Oh well. Must have run off.
Fight with us and you'll have stories.
You handle yourself well.
Come up to
You
your
could make for a
bastard
decent
if you're worth
shield, brother.
anything in a fight.
What is a shield, brother?
An outsider, eh? Never heard of the Companions? An order of warriors. We are brothers and sisters in honor. And we show up to solve problems if the coin is good enough.
Can I join you?
Not for me to say. You'll have to talk to Kodlak Whitemane up in Jorvaskar. The old man's got a good sense for people. He can look in your eyes and tell your worth. If you go to him, good luck.
Yes?
Until next time. Blood on the wind today. Good hunt ahead of us.
Halt! City's closed with the dragons about. Official business only. Until next time. Halt! City's closed with the dragons about. Official business only.
Riverwood calls for the Jarl's aid.
Riverwood's in danger too? You better go on in. You'll find the Jarl in Dragon's Reach, at the top of the hill.
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
I just can't fill an order that size on my own. Why don't you swallow that stubborn pride of yours and ask Yorland Greymane for help?
I'd sooner bend my knee to Ulfric's Stormcloak. Besides, Greymane would never make steel for the Legion.
Have it your way. I'll take the job, but don't expect a miracle.
Damn those Greymanes to oblivion. They want to back the Stormcloaks, they'll get what's coming to them.
I love, even as man, great Talos cherished us, for he saw in us, in each of us, the future.
They say Helgen got hit by a dragon. One of those horrors comes here. We'll be ready.
If the name of Helgen is true, well, there's no telling what it means. I only counsel
What would
caution.
you have me do then?
We cannot
Nothing?
afford to act rashly. My lord, please. This is no time for rash action. I
What's
just think
the
we need
meaning
more
of this
information
interruption?
before we act.
Jarl Balgrup is not receiving visitors.
Who's this then?
I have news from Helgen about the dragon attack.
Well, that explains why the guards let you in. Come on then. The Jarl will want to speak to you personally.
So, you were at Helgen. You saw this dragon with your own eyes?
The Imperials were about to execute Ulfric's Stormcloak. Then the dragon attacked.
Should have guessed Ulfric would be mixed up in this. What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls? Against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger. If that dragon is lurking in the mountains...
The Jarl of Falkreath will view that as a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should not...
Enough! I'll not stand idly by while a dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people. Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
That would be best. Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative. You've done Whiterun a service, and I won't forget it. Here, take this as a small token of my esteem. There is another thing you could do for me. Suitable for someone of your particular talents, perhaps. Come, let's go find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons.
Proventus, you must help me. We need to convince my brother to do more for the war effort.
What would you have me do, Hrongar? Your brother is the Jarl. You know I can't question his judgment.
I'm not asking you to defy the Jarl, just to open his eyes. Use subtlety and suggestion to turn his thoughts to the war. You're his steward. He'll listen to you. Leave me out of your influence,
Farengar,
Strongar.
I think
If you
I
have
found
something to say
someone
to
who
the
can
Jarl,
help you
say it
with
with your own tongue.
Dragon project. Go ahead and fill him in with all the details.
So the Jarl thinks you can be of use to me. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there.
What does this have to do with dragons?
Ah, no mere brute mercenary, but a thinker. Perhaps even a scholar? You see, when the stories of dragons began to circulate, many dismissed them as mere fantasies, rumors, impossibilities. One sure mark of a fool is to dismiss anything that falls outside his experience as being impossible. But I began to search for information about dragons. Where had they gone all those years ago? And where were they coming from?
So what do you need me to do?
I learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. A dragon stone, said to contain a map of dragon burial sites. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself.
I'm so angry, I can hardly stand it. Father promised me a new dress days ago. Now where is it?
It takes a while to make a dress, Dagny. You have to...
Anything you can tell me about Bleak Falls Barrow?
An old tomb, built by the ancient Nords, perhaps dating back to the Dragon War itself. Ah, maybe you just want to know how to get there. It's near Riverwood, a miserable little village a few miles south of here. I'm sure some of the locals can point you in the right direction once you get there.
How do you know this stone tablet is in Bleak Falls Barrow?
Well, must preserve some professional secrets, mustn't we? I have my sources. Reliable sources.
Tell me more about the Dragon War.
I'm not surprised you've never heard of it. Even I used to think it was just a myth. But not anymore. The Dragon War was a real event, although only the barest glimmer of the actual events has come down to us. Far back in the Mythic era, the dragons were worshipped as gods in Skyrim. Many of the monumental ruins that still dot the landscape were in fact built as temples to the dragons. The details are lost, but at some point, the Nords rebelled. After a long and terrible war, the Nords overthrew their dragon overlords.
So were all the dragons killed in the Dragon War?
Oh no. Many were killed, of course, but many survived into historical times. Why, this very palace was built by one of Balgruf's ancestors to hold a captive dragon. Hence its name, Dragon's Reach.
Have you encountered any dragons?
Sadly, no. My work affords me few opportunities. Perhaps some hero will... What a fascinating conversation that would be.
This is a priority
if you've
now.
got the aptitude.
Anything we
you
can
should
use.
join...
Fight this dragon
in
or
Winterhold.
dragons. We need it quickly, before it's too late.
Of course, Jarl Balgruf. You seem to have found me an able assistant. I'm sure he will prove most useful.
Succeed at this, and you'll be rewarded. Whiterun will be in your debt.
I'm the commander of the guard here in Whiterun.
All this standing around is rubbish. We should be taken to fight with the Stormcloaks.
My lord, our provisions are running dangerously low. Our stores of meat, wine, and grain are all but depleted.
Purchase more supplies, then. That's your job.
I might just be a servant among lords, but if my cleaning gets in your way, just say the word and I'll be off.
We give praise, and deserve our praise you do, for we are one. Ere you ascended, and the 8 became 9, you walked among us, great Talos, not
I
as
need
God,
trinkets
but
for your
as
good
man.
lady, all crafted by the great Eorland, Grey Mane himself.
The finest cuts, fresh from the wilds.
Have anything even remotely fresh?
What have you got for sale?
As you say,
Trinkets, odds and ends,
you don't
that sort of
prepare the
thing.
meat with any of those strange elven spices, do you?
Good hunting. No elven spices, just some salt.
What are you looking at?
You're
I'm
not
not
afraid of
afraid
salt,
of you, you know.
I'm not
Even if you are my
afraid of
elder.
anything. I simply
Well met, traveler.
Got something for just about everybody in here. Give a holler if you have any questions. Everything's for sale, my friend. Everything. If I had a sister, I'd sell her in a second.
What brings a Breton to Skyrim?
Isn't it obvious? Why, the wonderful weather and hospitable people, of course. Not to mention my... but without a doubt, the most compelling feature
What have you
of
got
this
for sale?
frozen wasteland. Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures. Do come. Back.
Foolish old woman. You know nothing. Nothing. Our struggles, our
Boys,
suffering.
girls, dogs, elders.
And what of my son?
Life's hard enough with all these men propositioning.
Someone giving you trouble?
But that bard is... That bard Mikhail is begging for a dagger up against his throat. Wait, I heard him boasting at the Bannered Mare, saying he'll conquer me as a true Nord conquers any harsh beast. Huh.
Never accept his death. My son still lives. I feel it in my heart.
If you want to try, go right ahead. I don't think anything will get through that thick skull of his,
I'm here to
though.
buy food, Nazim. I suppose you don't need to worry about that.
You get a lot of attention from men?
You've got no idea. Half the men in Whiterun have proposed to me. Some were even single. They'll never understand. No amount of... Right now, all that matters is my daughter Mila. Ripe fruit and fresh vegetables for sale.
What have you got for sale?
From the fields and orchards of White... Take a look.
I'm going to run an inn someday.
Remember, fresh fruit and vegetables every day.
Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out. If it's work you need, how about chopping up some wood for the fires? Sadia, wake up! I enjoy this work well enough, but I'm ready to retire. I've been thinking of selling the inn to Isolda. Anyway, what do you need?
What have you got for sale?
Drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry.
You want a
anything
drink?
else? Just let me know.
What's on the menu?
Depends. Are you thirsty? Hungry? Both.
Yes, Mum.
What can I get you? Sadia, dear?
Yes, Mum?
We're running low on the black
Security
iron
in
meat.
Whiterun
In a
is
couple of days,
terrible.
I'll have you make a
Shameful
run,
is
fetch
what it
some
is.
more.
Oh, yes, Mum. I'll make sure it gets done.
Arts in this city are all lazy and undisciplined. Things need to change.